Today for the ranuncula painting, I've got my watercolor paper prepped with white acrylic paint, my number 5 brush loaded with lots of water, and I'm dipping it into the peony red pigment powder. So I'm making some lines, nothing really connecting, in a circle shape, and I'm going to go back in with a little more pigment powder in the peony and just kind of go back over these lines and darken those up a little bit. And it does get a little confusing because I am painting a ranuncula, but the pigment powder is called peony. All right, so now that that's done, it's all dry. I told you this was quick. I'm going to come through with my Sharpie S gel and just go through and line some of these again with the black ink. This gives it a little bit more definition. You don't have to do this, but I like the way it kind of makes it pop and define more of the flower. I'm going to start the stem with a little bit of the green and just the tiniest bit of blue added to it to deepen it. If you want to deepen it even further, you could add some of the purple, and that makes a really beautiful color. Again, it's just fast. I'm going to do a little wiggle with my brush to make a leaf that's serrated on the edge. So you press flat, wiggle it, bring it down. You can always go back and give it some more shape. I'm going to add another stem where I'll eventually put a small flower. But again, flat, wiggle, add some more on there. I'm going to come back in with a little more paint on my brush just to deepen it. And then give a little bit more shape to some of these. Again, I'm working on the acrylic paint on top of the watercolor paper, and it gives a lot of free form to the watercolor. So I'm going to come in and do just kind of a sideways little ranuncula. It's going to be the same quick lines, but on the left side, the lines will be a little bit longer to give it that sideways view. And a little bit darker in the middle. And now that that's dry, I'm going to come in and outline this little tiny ranuncula and the stems. Because this is going into my art journal, I'm going to cut out this whole ranuncula with my detail scissors. So I'm speeding it up for you so you don't have to watch all of that. All right, this is where it's going to go in the journal. I'm using my art glitter glue and running a bead of glue all through here. Every leaf and stem. It's kind of a lot to cut out, but it's therapeutic in a way. I'm going to turn it over and make sure it sticks into the page. And what I learned, unfortunately, about rubbing it with the S gel Sharpie is that it will smear. So I'm going to suggest pressing it down instead of rubbing it. All right, my friends, we have the R for April done in our art journal. I'm going to write down the botanical name just in a Sharpie. And I also found out that this little flower belongs to the buttercup family. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Again, like and subscribe. Come back and we'll do another one next week.